I'm going to go for Polywoggle. See if we can make that work. I'm going to also go grab some water. I'll be right back. Nice. Looks like we got the sleigh. Good job, everybody. Good job. And quite a powerful unit, too. Could lock this. That poll's coming in late. I might have it set for 2 minutes right now. Okay. Shard of the Ice Queen is reasonable. Grab a another evil unit. Trying to fork glory against me. Yeah, right. Get out of here. I think I'm going to flip a Baby Root. Cool. I really like that. I did think about the Kitty Cut Purse plus Witch's Brew last turn, but what's unfortunate is then I wouldn't be able to purchase a second unit. So I think that this winds up being a lot more powerful. La Rue is a nice band. Yeah, I really like this album. Ooh, Baby Dragon sniped us. That is awkward. We are going to lose this combat and get our egg cracked. We were having such a nice start too, but this Merlin made short work of us. Unlucky, unlucky. But followed by extremely lucky. Wow. Okay. This is a really, really powerful start to the game. Double Queen plus a Wicked Witch and 2 units to support on 3.0 is quite good. Obviously, we'd like to get like Ancient Sarcophagus, but I think we're going to be able to play this pretty similar to like a Peter Pants in the opener, as we're going to try to roll for tier 3 treasures. We'll maybe be interested in Treasure Map, Ancient Sarcophagus, and then also Hat Ball, followed by Fancy Pants, Power Orb, Sting. That's really it. Ring of Revenge, not really something I want to... That's true. That's true. Once the dragons come out on level 4, the queens are a little bit more in for a hurtin'. But the dragons, I mean, sure, there's baby dragons, but that still shouldn't be too big of a deal against us right now. And you know what? We are also getting some XP with it. Let's see. Do we want to support the 2 things that care about getting supported? Probably. This is probably the best way to play it. This obviously has the benefit of slaying and then also getting to put the Wicked Witch in slot 5. Kind of like both of these things. And who knows, now that we got this XP, we might be Dragon Dot format. That might be us now. If we can find some nice dragons on 4.0, that is definitely an option that I will consider. Don't get the sleigh, but does look like we are powerful-ish enough. Gonna get a nice hit with the mummy at the very least and deny them some slays here and still win the combat for the turn. 42 health. Looking strong. And yeah, like Riverwash Mermaid, probably going to pick that up. Oh, we also get a pair of Frog Princes. That's really funny. Huh. I think I'm just going to roll for lightning dragons. I just really like the Riverwash Mermaid lightning dragon strategy. I don't think I want to mess around with these frog princes. It kind of feels bad letting them float away here. That feels good, though. So next turn I'll pick up another Riverwash Mermaid, and then hopefully we can find some dragons. We do need to find some other sleigh payoffs eventually, but, like, Morgan's really interesting because obviously we're strong right now, so that makes me feel like I can get away with a little bit more. But then even if, like, I overgreed and we fail because of it, then I can just potentially get some really good treasures. So there's kind of no downside to trying to play what I think is one of the more powerful comps in the game. Apologies for the... Nice, we hit the dragon. We do also get the Queen of Hearts, which could very well be the pickup for this turn. No, I want to start scaling this dragon, don't I? Maybe I just do something like this. Okay. How does that sound right now for you guys? Is that really obnoxious? That sound? It's a trash truck or a trash truck. A recycle truck literally right outside my window, like 20 feet away from me. So if those noises are too annoying, let me know and I'll go close my window, but helps me to get some nice fresh air circulating in through here. How's that dragon doing for us? Well, Skip has got a nice big unit for themselves. Okay. That means it's going to be annoying for the YouTube people, but at least it isn't annoying for you guys, I suppose. Decent combat RNG, though we're going to walk out of this one still taking a little bit of damage. Console simulator, like I got like a big heavy fan chugging away here. I did bring up the hat ball stuff earlier. It doesn't really seem like we are balling at this point. But I think we take Merlin's hat to potentially get more XP. Blessing ain't bad either. Could roll one more time, find a dragon or a Riverwash. Do this. Let's roll for XP now. It's kind of like XP. Let's just roll for one more XP again. This could be something decent. Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this madness? We desperately need to find a way to make all of our supports affect everything in the front row. Or Evil Eye. Both of those seem like a lot of fun, depending on when we take damage, but we are going to be getting that tier 5 treasure, it looks like next turn. Not quite. Oh, you can request as many songs as you'd like, Zachy. Do not feel pressured in any way. Okay, Shadow Assassin Certainly looking like it has some play on this board now too. With the Lightning Dragon, probably want to pick one up sooner or later. So let's grab one of these now. Look for another Lightning Dragon would be ideal. Let's grab a Golden Chicken. Could do Chupacabra, but not super interested in that. Could do Feasting Dragon. Merlin's Test looks good. Stammered, thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Could put this on Shadow Assassin. I'm not super inclined to think we're going to win this combat, though. I do like something like this now. I think we'll just take a Shrivel for this turn, and then next turn we'll pick up Baba Yaga plus Riverwash plus probably a tier 5 treasure. And if we can get Evil Eye plus the Evil Eye plus Moonsong Horn. Is that what it's called? It's not called Moonsong Horn. Horn of Olympus. I always get confused because there's 2 horns in the game, but Horn of Olympus would look really good. And Lightning Dragon is going to die, unfortunately. If it hit this creeper, it would have survived. A bunch of other stuff happens, but I guess it was just their mummy. That's all it was. Okay. Not the worst combat in the world. We take 12 down to 16. Grab a tier 5. We'll take the Evil Eye. Nice. Double our support bonuses. Supports affect the whole front row. Let's see it. Horn of Olympus. Love to see it. Love to see it, baby. Okay. Okay. We're popping off. Do we go for Toil and Trouble? Yes, we do. And we get to pick up another dragon here, too. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. This is really cool. Could potentially make use of Gingerbread Knight, though not super inclined to do so. I think we're strong now. But we're still a little weak at the same time. But there's a chance we could start to grab some wins right now. If we lose, I'm hoping we just don't lose by too much, that we are still able to make it to level 6. We added Jormungand to this board, and all of a sudden we're a whole nother level. So next turn, would love to find XP into Jormungand. Though if we lose, we might be replacing Hat with Mimic Chest. The dragons are both going to get the Toil and Trouble. Let's see if we can take out their Court Wizard. We do, so that's really nice. And Lightning Dragon survives. That's when these combats start to look really nice, when Lightning Dragon gets to slay and survive, because then it gets to stick around to do it all again. And now we're going to take out my opponent's other ranged unit, and this becomes a clear and easy win. And we're looking great. This is pretty gravy, baby. We're looking really nice here. We're going to hit Merlin for a clean 13 chunk of damage off that one. And I don't want another dragon. I don't want to triple this dragon right now, awkwardly. Let's grab a golden chicken. Let's grab another golden chicken. I don't hate just putting some more health on Shadow Assassin. I also think that Time Flies can be kind of fun with Lightning Dragons, though they're big enough now that they're going to start to not die. Let's roll for XP. I can't play another Riverwash on this board, unfortunately. Could take Shrivel. Gonna keep rolling, though. I guess I'll just end with a Blessing of Athena. I'm not super hype about it. But this does give us a lot of cash going into next turn. So we did, interestingly, early on in the game, we did have some opportunities to pick up doubles, and I was potentially thinking about the fact of like bounty board, but this we definitely pivoted a lot since our initial inception into the game, or conception into the game maybe is the right version of the word. Both of our lightning dragons going to slay and stay, which is absolutely wonderful, and then Shadow Assassin gets a nice little chunk of health on it as well. So yeah, this is all just going fantastically. Now we've got another dragon getting in there, and my opponent might slay with a Polywoggle, but it's not a real Polywoggle, and they don't slay with it, so never mind. We are absolutely massive at this point, and our opponent is not happy about it. Rolling down for Jormungand. This one does seem like GG's, but of course anything can happen still. Lance is also a consideration because it does get out of hand rather quickly. But I think this is a Jormungand game. Still have a few more rolls to hit. Jormundaddy. There he is. Very nice. Yeah, so I definitely think that Burning Tree came out with a little bit too high of stats. I think that's a great question there, Funky Bravado. It was definitely pushed in that regard. But they want trees to be good. I think that the effect is good, even without all of the stats that it has. Funny, so one of my commenters on YouTube brought up that Burning Tree should have been a 420 instead of a 520. And while I do totally agree, I don't think that we'll ever see that implemented into the game, because I think that it will get nerfed down to be... I think it should just probably have 0 starting attack. They could make it a 0-16 or a 1-17. Maybe something like that could be in the cards. But unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to see 420 Burning Tree be a real thing. This opponent does have Mirror Mirror. Yeah. And as far as when, which was your actual question there, Bravado, I don't think it requires an emergency patch necessarily. I think they can... Well, we are still early in the month, but we haven't even had a tournament where Burning Tree has been a card yet. So I personally don't mind letting it stick around and actually just getting to be a card that exists. I do agree with that. It's a long... oh, actually, it did all get on the screen. So the chat can't tell, or the YouTube people can't tell that that's a chat from Funky Bravado again. But interestingly, the whole message did get on the screen. Yeah. I agree with that it is a pivot-worthy unit. However, I'm not of the opinion that pivot units are bad for the game. I think that it's good to have some things that inspire you to pivot a little bit. We do see a trees player here, so that could be bad, meaning soul tack for our opponents. Kind of just looking for more Jormungands to triple that. I do see these Echo Woods, though I don't want to replace any of my backline. I would take Baba Yaga, of course. But yeah, let's just find a Jormundaddy. Should have cast this Feed the Kraken, but oh well. That would have saved us 2 gold. I'm just benching the Jormungand for right now because I want to make sure that I'm paying respects to Soul Tack. As we do see, our opponent here does have a Soul Tack, so that can get a little bit scary. Does look like we're going to be fine enough, though, to potentially take this opponent out. 12 plus 5. No, we hit them for 17. Unlucky. Not quite going to get the full kill onto Sharon. And what's tricky is in the late game, if your opponents start to know that this is what you're up to, then they might start to try to play around it a little bit. It's too late for that one. We could dream out of Morgan. What would we want? We would want Sadrak. We would want Mordred. Pan's Shadow. So Grimsoul is like the other way to play around all of these soul tack people. But I think that Sharon is the only one that can potentially put more soul tacks onto their board. Maybe I just go Knighthood, eh? No, I roll for Jormungand. We're Pan Shadow. I actually might take Lightning Dragon here and then just play double Jormungand for a second. I think that that's going to be fine. It gives us an insanely big Lightning Dragon, but might actually be okay for us. Yeah, that's true. And also princesses and princesses aren't that great in terms of getting first place finishes. But yeah, I still don't know if you've totally outlined something that I think is 100% a problem, because it is fine to have things that are worth pivoting into in my makeup. That sounds like taking the Happy Little Tree on Fates. It used to be that people thought that Happy Little Tree was the best unit that you could grab on Horde Dragon and on Gwen. So it's not totally out of the realm of possibilities that should be good either. Let's just skip this, grab some gold. So still potentially trying to triple Jormungand here. Maybe kind of like Shrivel. They've got a bunch of ranged units. Take a Burning Tree because that's a good unit. Yeah. Happy Little Tree, HLT being relevant again is definitely good. I knew what you meant. Let's just keep rolling. Here's a Baba Yaga. Do I want that? Sure, it could be fun. I think this is probably the last turn of the game anyways, but we'll grab it. We're just benching it here, though. We're not actually playing it, because it's better to play double Riverwash, but maybe we'll triple the Baba next turn. We are on Pan's Shadow. I have... Oh, King Midas. King Midas. Yeah, I've gotten to play some King Midas. I haven't gotten to play too much Miri. Opponent with Wand plus Pigomorph, and then Monster Book Pigos us again. Are we getting scammed here? We get the Slay. That is huge. That is absolutely massive to get that Slay, because my opponent is huge. They do still have a Pumpkin King, but this game is looking a little bit dicey otherwise. Hopefully we can just barely survive. That's what I'm hoping for. We're going to lose our Jormungand here. If we can not crack this Pumpkin, how much damage do we take? We take not lethal. Awesome. Okay, so now we're rolling for the triple on Baba Yaga. We need to just not get totally scammed. Let's take the triple on Baba Yaga. Let's not get totally scammed. We can honestly just skip this treasure. Yeah, let's skip. I kind of don't want to combine my Jormungands at this point. And I think I want to scam my opponent. Let's scam him back, huh? Still roll one more time for Pigo. Okay. Didn't quite get a Pigomorph here. What else could we find? We could slot in a Medusa still at this point. Oh, Pigo costs 2 less. Nice. I totally missed that one. So the scammy becomes the scammer, potentially, if this can hit their pumpkin. This honestly looks good to frontline more, because they're not going to throw a soul tack in on this comp. So getting these lightning dragon hits in early could be good. Their spell for the turn is nothing, nada, get scammed, punk. We are the captain now, and that is going to go from a close defeat to an epic victory here as we get a really nice Jormungand win against my opponent here. Hopefully we take out the pumpkin now. Okay, not quite going to be the case, but I think we still are going to walk out of this one victoriously. And that'll be a nice little win with Morgana. Morgana of the Fates, or whatever that hero's called. I kind of forget, but a nice Jormungand win nonetheless from Morgan into Pan Shadow. Pretty sweet one. Guess we shouldn't count our check-ins just yet. Here comes the pumpkin, and it brings a bunch of Oni Kings, but no scam. So that is indeed gonna be a nice little dub for us. And we even get to keep our entire back line intact. So great stuff. One more slay with this lightning dragon as well. And we will walk out of this one with one of the biggest lightning dragons I have ever seen, up to almost 500 here with this lightning dragon, 477 plus a pair of Jormungand. So really sweet game. If you're watching this one on YouTube, you can catch me live at twitch.tv and twitch.tv/NoLucksGiven, and I put out new Storybook Brawl videos every 12 hours, 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. EST. Thank you very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.